Hi everybody, hi fam, and for all you new wonderful beings, thank you for coming to my channel. I am Nicole Coleman, your HEYOKA empath, your spiritual bodyguard, and this is Message in a Bottle. Actually, you can just think of me as a spiritual mechanic, because what I like to do is break down things so that you can receive them in morsels that are actually digestible. A lot of times there's a lot of really accurate information out there, but because it's talked about over and over and over again, it doesn't really sink in, nor do you know the mechanics of it so that you can take it apart and have it be applicable to you, to your DNA, to your mental makeup, to your psyche, so that you can unlock yourself from any other kind of imprisonments. Now, what I'd love to talk about today is the 5D world that we're entering, which is so fucking exciting. I don't even know where to start. But the 5D world is about authenticity. It's about transparency, which means pure energy, which is where you want to be, because then you're fucking lit. When you're lit like gold, I mean, who can resist you? No one can have enough of you because they feed off your energy. Do you understand? So we are leaving behind the world of narcissism, and we are waking up to all those narcissism type groupies and whatnot in a way that we are taking our strength back. We are thinking for ourselves, and more importantly, we are confident to take the time to research health, body, things. We are looking into things where before we just listen to our doctor, because we know now that COVID can't be helped by a doctor. And so that was like a big debunker, in the sense that we have to, oh my God, we have to take care of ourselves. And for those in the health world, as a sports nutrition international trainer that I am, I cannot think any different. But for all those of you who have never hike through those lands, it can be pretty overwhelming, but you just have to start step by step, and it comes from an eagerness to know. And you just take it like an adventure. Oh wow, I didn't know this connected. Oh wow, so vitamin this, oh my God, if you don't have enough that, you get that. By the way, any dis-ease in the body, not only is it discord in the energetic vibration, which if you want that handle, come to me one-on-one, NicoleColeman.com. I will slap that shit out of you. But it's not just that. It's about fear and anger dissolving vital nutrients in your body. And they sound like no big deal. They're a bigger deal now because of COVID. But I promise you, this is a fact. And don't just take my word for it. Research. Every single disease is caused by a vitamin deficiency or a mineral deficiency, or ODing on a vitamin, ODing on a mineral. That's it. And as these levels go down, certain functions in the organ cascade and make other things happen, and this and that, because your whole body is wired, like your brain, for survival. So you got to understand, if you are scared, your adrenals are going to shoot out a lot of fear-based adrenaline, which gets you jacked, because it's a better energy to be in, jacked, ready for action. That's why a lot of you might argue with someone when you're feeling depressed or apathetic or, oh, woe is me type of thing. You fight for a cause. You have your energy back. You have your sense of being back. That's why. But it's an incorrect pathway to go that the brain gets used to. Then you get addicted to wanting to fight, to help your body get back its energy. But it's not lit. It's a whole different ball game. So now we want to research, and we're looking into things like that. And we're also no longer willing to accept that when we go to the doctor, we say, oh my God, it hurts here a bit, or I don't know, I have this thing here and I'm getting headaches. And the doctor says, well, nothing on your blood work says anything to be alarmed about. You're within the range and blah, blah, blah. No, and that used to be normal. But that is no longer normal to us. And you know why that's not normal to us? It's just like an abusive relationship. You get used to that. That becomes normal to you. You're not even thinking this is normal. The energy becomes familiar, glues its ass to your soul, and it becomes your family-based energy. And that's all you know. And so anything good, you'll just kind of throw that off. Anything like that or more intensified, you'll draw it to you just by default. And so since now we see that the world is trying to reinforce the new normal. I mean, we have to wear masks and there's these like mask kind of connections and stuff like that. And it's just not working for everybody because we are waking up to our new normal. Our new normal. Like we're not willing to just run with all the goats. We're not willing to just have whatever the media or the advertising or the frenzy or the hype say and just go do it. And the reason that is happening is because COVID forced us to be still long enough to understand and feel and separate from all the voices, all the pressure of the voices, all the conditioning of the voices, all the advertising of the voices. When you are still, even though it was miserable to deal with, long enough, your buried gut will come up, surface, because it wants to unhide its ugly face, because it wants you to deal with it. And your stillness enables you to reintroduce the feeling of ease and calmness in your being. It's so fucking important. It's so important. And so then when we all started to feel ease and calmness, we now feel the difference when our cousin or a brother or a sister or whatever is like, da 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 da, and you're like, whoa, chill, like, and they're like, no, I'm just making a point. You're like, no, like your energy, it's just like intrusive. And they're like, well, I'm very emphatic, I'm very passionate. And you have to explain to them. Sometimes you might have a lawyer for a sibling that's used to being like, they actually have to be controlling. They have to be like a torpedo. They have to outmaneuver the other person and they cannot be their job. When I was an international trainer, like hands-on to like, not virtually, but I'm talking hands-on to a lot of executives, celebrities, like powerhouse people, CEOs, and I'd see them and they're in their posh office or homes or whatever. The first thing I say after, hello, I'm Nicole, is get down on the mat. And they're like, excuse me? I'm like, get down. I don't know, they just like lighten up like they were a child. Like, it's not that I was trying to be bossy, I just fucking am. And plus I knew where I was taking them. And I even had a very wealthy client, a very spoiled woman who is like, I said, okay, get down on the mat. She's like, make me. Right? Not Nicole. I just flipped over my back gently because I know judo and I put her on the mat. And she just broke out in laughter. And I don't advise that any of you trainers do this. I'm just a certain way, okay? But I'm irresistible that way. And that's what it's taught me. And I'm very blessed to be that way. And so what's going on right now is we're introducing people to our new normal. So we're leveling up. We are awake. We are alert. We are aware. Things can't fly by the radar with us. Because we're calm, our energy can decipher and discern between something caustic and something that's going to be good for us. It's like having hors d'oeuvres. Like you can tell when this tastes rotten. You can smell when this is going to be bad. But we lost the senses of our energies because we were plagued with mental banter. And so when we're plagued with mental banter, and that's why I say it doesn't matter what people say about you, because that's not going to cause anywhere near the harm of what you say to you, because you're consistent and you're like every second on the second, and you don't even know you're saying this shit. You're just feeling the energy of it, which is propelling you into pressure. So here's the thing. So when top people, Fauci, whatever, you know, people creating the virus, so the for vaccine, whatever the reasoning was, what they're not realizing is that the COVID took an upturn. The COVID took an upturn because it will bring us to our senses because it made us still. And stillness is our seat of power. It is being present. And it's not about being yogi schmogi. It's about the anxiety that you usually feel is you being energetically stuck in fear of the future by all the banter. Depression is you being stuck in fear of the past repeating itself. Because again, as I said in my last vid, if you haven't checked it out, I would seriously check it out. All depression is expression stuck. So if you want to unstuck that, I would definitely go to me, service page, one-on-one, you and me. Go, like seriously. Because once that energy locks you in, it forms guilt on many different levels. And guilt has one job. It seeks punishment. And so whatever decision you make, whatever circumstances, whatever relationship you have, you will draw to you that which that can make you suffer and punish you. Because you have that seed, that energy inside you. So now we are still and powerful, and we have been able to discern between all those voices that just fell down, and now we can actually think. And because if you look at thinking, thinking is not hearing answers. Thinking is seeking. Thinking is exploring. It's looking at different point of views. It is not the answers. That's not thinking, because when you're thinking, you don't know the answer. So to think calmly, we look at how we feel about something and allow our mind body to have its talk, to talk in its language, mind body talk. And so your gut feel, intuition will start commingling in a conversation. And it is at that time that your thoughts can be sifted energetically and loosen the debris while keeping the gold. And once you have that, no one can fuck with you. Not a narc, not a business, not a family member. You're too awake. And what that means is that you're right here. You're not sucked in by a conditioning of your family. So when your rude Aunt Betsy say, "Oh, you're not married yet? My God, girl, you're not a spring chicken." You don't get automatically frozen and sucked back into the vortex of your past and feel like you never did enough, or you're the outcast, or who would want you. You're kind of like, yeah, I haven't been caught yet. Refuse to be caught. Just refuse. And so when we look at the fact that we can now be so self-contained, we've taken our, I can call it adulthood, but I'll say super fucking power, because every single one of you have been born with all the right people and resources and brain capacity and everything around you, with the right items and people and information and instincts to get to where you need to go and to get the escape route that you don't know how to get out of. It's just that I help you see it. But it's there. I promise you, it is there. You're in need of nothing and no one once you are awake. Once we slap like the bats of the past out of your head and get rid of the cobwebs and just clean you out, the sun will come in and it's lit, man, and it lights up everything. So I had a really great question, and thank you for one of my new fans. We'll call them my family. And I'm so honored that he's here. He says, because he's so compassionate, touched my soul. He said, how do we help? How do we help those still asleep? Like, what can we do? It's such a great question. So we need to understand that those that are asleep due to fear, and it sets them in a panicky mode. Therefore, they make knee-jerk reactions and decisions, and they live out of a fight or flight mentality, which means they don't see a way out, which means they have to think on the spur, like the building's, crashing down, people are coming in, guns are coming, so they have to go here. With the majority people, they think are taking the escape route. That's what happens when a building is under fire, and that's what's happening in your mind. You're under fire. Here's what I say to do. Be contagious as fuck. Let them be, infect them with your energy. Infect them with the easygoingness. Infect them with your happy-go-luckiness, with your humor, with your nature. Let them know and let it overspill what your reality is, to drown out their shit, their perceived reality. Because it's not solid, so it doesn't take much work. They just need someone around them that is very high-flying, someone that has a built like a brick shit house reality base. Usually those are our entrepreneurs. Those are really serious athletes. I don't give a shit. I broke my leg. I'm still getting in time for my competition. I'm fucking doing it. I don't care what the doctors say. I don't care what the tests say. I'm fucking doing it. And you're fucking doing it. And so just get louder in your energy. Just get louder. Just be your fucking brilliance. Just get louder. And when I say get louder, you don't have to do anything forceful. Because it's not like it's the ego that needs to prove things. It's the spirit that has nothing to prove because it knows. So let your it knows-ness just steamroller their shit. And let them see that your reality is undented, unshook, and it's foolproof, which means foolproof. Foolproof, which means foolproof. And just commingle with their shit and let it spill over so they can be infused supernaturally with your reality and draw them in. Draw them in with the most powerful fucking energy in the world. Love. Highest vibration. Like when you're in love and you cross the street and someone say, "Get the fuck off!" It's like the lights, get your ass moving, move it. Are you upset? You're like, okay, yeah, bye, because you're fucking in love. So I just wanted to ask you, have you demonstrated your love today? How have you shown yourself that you are so special? And as a brilliant client, another client that I have who's so brilliant, as she always says, love can't be implied. No, how did she say it? Sorry. Love must be demonstrated. It cannot be implied. Bang! Fucking bang! I'll leave you with my bang for now. Love your hearts.